Hello everybody, and welcome back to yet another Grand Cross video. Yosuke here, bringing another Hero Arena. I believe this to be the last week of Hero Arena, right? And on the previous video, I was attempting a counter meta to try and do the levels where, as you can see, we don't exactly have enough, well, I would say enough CC, right? To go there. And now that I'm thinking about it, there's only one thing I'm going to change. These ones here, I'm going to exchange with Cusack. No, let's open here. Because Cusack has a very crit-oriented build. Let's exchange here. Let's go for... Wait, isn't his name Cusack? Wait a sec. This is the guy I'm talking about. Well, let's take this. Because on Cusack, this is going to give us more crit damage. Crit damage.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Sorry, Alexa again. And HP. So I'm trying HP and crit to see how it goes because she has a lot of crit damage and crit chance increased. If this doesn't work, we'll go back to the good old HP defense, where she would get, I think, his 15% attack on top of each one of those, right? Let's take a quick look here at him again, just to make sure. Yeah, it says 14%. Oh, I forgot. I always forget we can exchange just these. Huh. Now, let's keep as is. Our CC did decrease a little bit, yes, to be expected. But now we're going to finally be able to do the counter team that I wanted before. Hell is buffing. He is going to be buffing her. I think it's crit chance and crit damage as well, right? Let's go here real quick. At the start, he will apply Berserk on allies. So the Berserk means increase attack by 1.5 up to 50% for every 1% of diminished HP when using the skill. Yeah, I guess this won't be as impressive though. But for each applicable ally in battle, increases their damage dealt by 5%. And their crit damage by 45%. So these will help a lot as well. And when it's my turn, it's going to decrease the enemy's crit resistance and increase my crit chance. So, other than him, I was thinking on bringing... Where is Victoria? Here. I was thinking on bringing her, because she increases crit defense. Would be nice, but we counter before that, before the enemy. So this isn't exactly all that necessary, but increases all stats of the hero. No, where is it? Uses SKuld damage to enemy during ally's turn. The hero, I could swear she did something else. I guess I was mistaken. Well, glad we're going to go with tier then. Let's start and let's see the crits galore happen. I did try this already. Of course, I wanted to make sure it was a viable thing to do. So I already know for a fact that this team can complete the tower. Even with the shield here, which was what really impressed me. See? So amazing. I am loving that so much. Bye-bye. I think at some point we will have at least one of our characters die, unfortunately. But other than that, did you see how much damage happened there? I guess we're going to go with this, these, and we are going to reapply our counter. Wait, did we kill already? Look at that, look at that. Okay, then let's go for the second floor of this tower. See, this is the counter team was trying to do with Baldur last time. But unfortunately, Baldur's counters are not as useful as SKuld's. I even tried using both of them, but it didn't do all that well, and I thought that Brunhild, as you just saw, has a little bit more to offer to the team. Now, this is one of the teams that gives me trouble, because I can't kill Melieli and Mael on one hit. I think this team has such a good defense that I don't kill anyone on the first counter. Yeah. Nobody is dying on the first counter. And I think this is the fight where I start, like, I get someone of my allies dies. I think they're going to activate Tears Retrogression here. Now, let's say here... Do we attack AoE or... We're going to activate this for sure. No point in using Tears AoE because he is pretty much locked to 1 damage. So we're going to do this. And, well, our main point here is to use SKuld, right? So let's use her single target as well. Now, all shields are gone, but Meliele now is buffed. At very least that took half their HP, that's not too shabby. And gladly we got another of her counter cards. Okay, now, dead. First life gone, but see, he has 2 lives and that does a huge blow to us. But now he's dead, right? Awesome. What else? Now, same old, same old. We're going to keep doing this. Now, our only worry here is Mael, and since he has a lot of debuffs, this has weak point? No, but this one, oh, we don't have her AoE. Let's do it anyway. She is very strong. And even if he survives with even a tiny bit of HP, that just means that, well, the counter would get him either way. Guess we didn't have to resort to that. Oh wait, she just healed? She didn't attack? Ah, coward. Okay, let's finish this up. Next, team inbound. She is being so fun to play in these stages here. On PvE, I'm running teams with her alone, hoping to be out CC by the enemy, so I can just kill everybody without even having to move a finger. It reminds me of when Sun Jiwoo released, that we were using his human team for farming, because he would just automatically dish damage at the beginning of the turn. And also the same thing happened when Meliele was released, because of the same damage at the beginning of the turn. So I guess this happened... Oh, wait, no, this is when we lose our first character. Anyway, this is somewhat recurrent, I guess, but there, we won't kill him in 1 hit, and he will activate Retrogression on Tia. But she almost died, though. I'm glad Tyr is already dead. Now let's reactivate this, use this, and this. Make everyone had such a little HP that you're dead. For a second I forgot that Retrogression actually makes him hit that much harder. So he being low HP... Sorry, he's now full HP. Anyway, once he dies, it actually works very well for us. Now, I'm trying to remember where it was that I actually lost a character. Because there are plenty of AoEs here that I can't finish on first. Maybe it was here because of Gelda and Demiurge? Let's see. But I'm pretty sure there was some point I forcibly lost someone. Oh, hey. Wait, all of the cards were being used. Okay, fine. Then let's do this. Same old, same old. And this is weak point. So, as you can see, everybody on the enemy team is debuffed. So, this will do some decent damage as well. Okay, that not so much, but this... I guess on the first time I just goofed. And, well, that would be no surprise to anybody at this point, would it? And got somebody killed. But apparently this is not an issue. I think we're going to complete the whole run here without losing anybody. Probably yes. Okay, last stage already. I'm loving this foresight of SKuld. And mine is just 1 dupe. It's very, very free to play. I didn't even get the costume for spending 900 gems. Luckily, I was able to get her before that, so I just stopped. And bye-bye, Sebnak. Oh yeah, and this is a great thing. As you see, she did 700k damage to Merlin and killed her. That's one thing that I learned on this stage, actually. It was it just me? Or did anyone else not know that counters can bypass damage cap? Because technically speaking, Lowly Merlin should survive with what, 50% or 60% HP. She should not be killable in one hit. But she was. And there you go. The one good thing about doing the higher level is because we can get 20 more coins here. So, we managed to do the 320 with the counter team, just as I was hoping. It's a shame that we can't reuse the same characters. Because if we could, I would definitely, not gonna lie, I would just come here, SKuld, and use her again and again and again. I do understand that she is feature right now. She has, I think, 20% extra damage. But let's be... Wait, let me just continue talking while I check if everyone here is well equipped. I don't even know why I equip him, but let's get Shadows here equipped for now. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, I understand that once she's not featured on Hero Arena, doesn't have the extra, I think it's 20% extra stats, she will probably not be killing in one hit. Yes, it makes sense. However, I think even then, it would be a viable strat if you're trying to quickly farm more coins to buy more LR seals or something. At the very least, oh, I should have done the opposite. I should have attacked with him. And did we just lose a card? Wait a second. I'm going to pause real quick. I always forget that this bastard is here. I'll just reset this tower and be right back. 1 sec. Okay, now I chose a tower without Iwa. That reflect of hers. I remember on PvP how annoying it was. And here in Hero Arena, it's proving that it is still quite annoying. So now we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we're golden. Gonna be golden. Hey, he survived. Oh yeah, he restores HP, but now it's goodbye, right? Yeah, but not for everybody. I actually am so used to one turning most of the things here that when it takes 2 turns, it feels kind of annoying. First world problems here, I guess, but still. And we don't even have enough to do much damage here. Well, luckily, between King and Diane and Lancelot should be enough. Or maybe not. But at the very least, a Petrify there will make the next turn be much faster. Literally much faster. Now we're done. Okay, didn't get the best cards, but all is well when it ends well. Hey, I actually enjoy having these arena videos because we can just chat and I can just play with some random teams. I do know that most of these teams here, besides the team with the new SKuld, are teams that I used last week, but, well, we have 4 weeks, 3 towers, that gives us 12 teams. I don't have 12 teams to bring here. So yes, I am repeating here in the last week. Maybe cheating, but it is what it is. At the very least, we are doing what we have to do here. If I'm not mistaken, Subna can increase everybody's defense, right? Let's see if it's going to work well enough. I guess it did not! Okay, next stage. And how well are you guys liking the new SKuld? I was half expecting her to have a goddess tag. I know there's a lot of wishful thinking because I think Freyr don't have it, Freya don't have it, but you never know. At one specific moment, once Freya got the goddess characteristic added via her holy relic, if I'm not mistaken. So in a distant future, maybe SKuld can become a goddess by holy relic. I know it's going to take, actually, I was going to say, I know this is going to take a lot, but a long time, but maybe not. Because I do not think Thor is that old. She's what, 1 year old, maybe a little bit more than that? And she already has a holy relic, which by the way, improved the character a lot. She was not exactly good when she released, but now she is a very nice part of the Unknown / Ragnarok teams. So, would you be down for them to adding the Unknown or Goddess race to her via Holy Relic? I mean, I think they didn't add the Unknown right now because the Unknown team just left the meta and they are not looking forward to bringing them back. With Hell and Merlin and LR Milling, the team was unstoppable for a very long time. Just now that the human teams have more buff removals with Cha, and the demon teams have some buff removals with Oppressor DK, that the Unknown team is starting to be a little bit less seen on PvP. But, funny enough, Hell also buffs Ragnarok, and SKuld is also Ragnarok. So there is actually a little bit of a resurgence. Oh, see the damage cap? There is a little bit of resurgence of a few unknowns in PvP. Specifically talking about Hell. Because Hell can make SKuld immortal? So, I thought it was 30, it's 35. So it does make a lot of change. A lot of difference. Apologies. And actually, Thor it can also be part... Oh, shoot, I forgot this. I used her there because of the Ragnarok. Do I have another strong AoE human What am I talking about? Of course I do. I can use him. Or... I can use him. Or I can use him. I'm going to use him because it's kind of new. I think he has his equips on. Not sure. No, he doesn't. Okay. Who has his equips? I'm pretty sure he had, like, engraved equips. Why does Percival... I don't even use him. He's not even leveled up. Okay, you are 1000% sure you have equips. Oh yeah, I just gave them to Helbram. Okay. And what's support here? Attack for humans. Okay. Yeah, this should work. AoE, AoE, AoE. We can do still triple AoEs here, no problemo. So, I've seen variant teams using Hell, SKuld, and Thor. Did work actually surprisingly well. Thor, once he starts, becomes like the... What's the name? The Thunder God Judgments or something that once she activates that... Oh, actually, this has weak point, right? It doesn't. Oh no, this is the one that has weak point. Yeah, so this actually is the better strategy. Anyway, so Thor can become immortal via her own passive. Already very nice. Hell can make anybody else in the Ragnarok or unknown variants immortal for a couple turns. Also very nice. So it is a very, I would say, interesting variation of the team. Have you ever tried playing that? On the normal PvP, I am going to admit I was cheesing a little bit by using Thor, Hell, and Uor Green Escanor with Ingen Dien backline, because of course that only applies if you're fighting bots. If you're fighting a real player, most of the time they will know not to power you up. But what was the strat? It was to pretty much have them kill Uor Green Escanor first. Do whatever you have to have him dead first, because that would power up all your allies. I think it's 15% damage or 20%, something like that. And with this extra damage plus a build-up Thor, you can one-shot everything, because Thor's attacks become semi-AoE or pseudo-AoE once she is in the Thunder God Judgment form or something like that. Because half a part of the attack she inflicts is reflected to all the other enemies. So you can wipe the field very easy with that combination. But that only applies if the enemy is not human. Because if it is, they will most likely not kill Escanor. Because, well, obvious reasons. And that will unfortunately lead us to lose quite often. Also facing human teams, they can buff strip hell right away. Yeah, to be fair, I called it cheesing, but the only teams I can actually beat on normal PvP using that variant are bots. So is it actually cheating at this point? Have you ever tried that variation? I only found that variation because I was playing PvP one day, and this is actually the fun part. When I saw that team, I was like, pretty sure this person is a newbie, this person doesn't know how the game works. SKuld is not even on their team. He's just here without any sort of buffs or skills. Yeah, no, I'm going to win this person very easy, and I'm going to prove it. And I actually ended up using AoEs and killing SKuld first. And that's when I realized how dangerous the team is. Because Thor did not let me get out of that one easily. To be fair, I think I lost a couple matches against that team. Yes, you heard that right. I said a couple matches because I did not realize what was happening the first time. I was like, how the hell did this happen? No, let's do it again. Yeah, I did insist on the mistake. It's my bad. But hey, here we go. Finally finishing now all 3 towers. Not exactly sure when this video is going to go up, but I pretty much just started playing with SKuld not too long ago. I think 1-2 days ago. And here we go. Now we're getting 120 coins and a couple different chests. Thanks to the new SKuld. I'm going to be attempting her after... Oh, usually we get 180 here, so hey! Nice. 20 this time instead of 18. 2 more. And all coins will be reset once the season ends. So, since it will be reset anyway, let's get 1 potion. I mean, this is the... Wait, do I still have 4 coins? Oh, each one is just 1. So let's get the rest. Okay, there you go. I just hope this really... Yes, this is the last week. Okay. So, there you go, everybody. This was pretty much to show that now, at the very least with 1 team, the counter meta is possible. How are you liking her? Wait, hero motions. Here. At first, I was kinda... What? Who is SKuld? What's going on? And I was like, yeah, I'm probably not going to be summoning on this one. But after using her, I gotta say, she is very, very good. So, give it a shot if you have the chance. Let me know what you think of this team to go second on Hero Arena. And if you have other variations for this team, please let me know. I am definitely down to some ideas there. Now, this will be it for today's video. Please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.